Hello guys and girls, welcome to another video. Today we are drawing cartoon cat. Trevor Henderson's cartoon cat. Someone in my comments called Trialos Games requested this, so thank you for that. And this is gonna be a short little series, maybe 3-4 drawings. We recreate some of his horrible artwork. So yeah, let's see what we can do with this. I've seen this cat before. I've seen drawings of it, and it's the same guy who made what's it called? Siren Head, if I'm not mistaken. So he's really spindly, long fingers, long limbs like so. And I want it to look like he's really tall, like he's standing in a room. He's almost hitting the ceiling. So yeah, let's see where we go with this. I don't have a base sketch drawing this. I'm just doing this freehand. Because I have a quite clear idea in my head what I want here, so see how many fingers does he have. Not quite sure about that. I think we're gonna give him 4 fingers maybe. I think that's a good amount. 4 fingers like so. Let's see, eyes. To the eyes here. It's really big, cartoony eyes, and then this really horrible grin. Horrible grin. Showing gum like so. So this is gonna be like a demon type character. It's not an actual cat, obviously. It's some sort of demon. Alright, we have a good base to go with here, and then we add a little, he's casting a shadow on the wall behind him. And there's quite a lot of fan art of this, which is nice. So taking some inspiration from others, of course, to stay true to the original design. So I want him to be really skinny looking. So it's this really tall, shadowy figure. So there's gonna be a lot of dark values here in this drawing. So maybe there's like a window here. Like so. So now we're just getting the values, trying to get a nice shade going here. So, and the background is not gonna be the focus here. Focus is gonna be the cat, of course. We don't have a lot of detail to work with now, but it's okay. It's like, it's gonna disappear now when I use the stone pen, a lot of this detail, but we're gonna re-add that as we go. So yeah, a short little Trevor Henderson. He's also a horror artist, and you guys thought my art style would fit this, so let's see where we go with this. I'm gonna try my best to make this look as creepy as possible. And make it in my style. Yeah, something like this. Like it's almost like when it's the middle of the night and you see something in the corner. Maybe it's just your chair with a lot of clothes on, or maybe it's just some branches in the window or whatever, but you're sure you saw something in the corner of your eye, the corner of your room. But you can't put your finger on it, you know? It's the kind of feeling I wanna have here. Where the wall meets the ceiling, we do a little shadow, like so. And I like the request for this one. He's like, you should draw a cartoon cat. It's really easy. Like, how do you know it's gonna be easy for me to draw this? Each drawing is a challenge. But I'm flattered that you have so much confidence in me. Like, it's gonna be so easy for you to draw this. But yeah, like so. Sure, I like drawing cute things. The slime we drew recently, the cute SCPs, but I really love drawing monsters. And I plan on drawing Siren Head as well. And I want to create something original with that. It's kind of hard because there's so many drawings and artwork of a Siren Head in the forest. Let's see what we do with that. We're not at that stage yet. We have to finish this one first. All right. And now we start filling in some of the values again. I'm not sure how I want the eyes just yet. We fill in the shapes a little bit here just to get it more clear. And here's almost like on a human, like the hole, if you would be missing a nose, almost. Do the gum here a bit, just fill in slightly. Yeah, this cat has way too many teeth. Let's see here. Some gooey parts here near the mouth. And it has a like clear lip part, so let's add that as well. It has a lower lip and a very clear upper lip. So add that like so. Here is doesn't really have a neck in the artwork I've seen. Make it something like this. Maybe it has a really clear rib cage as well, or like it's kind of melting. He's melting a bit. I don't know. Collarbones, like so. This arm is kind of way up, kind of. Yeah, make the arms really spindly. Spindly like so. Same. This one, just gotta fix the collarbones here, and this area here is gonna catch a lot of shadow. So same here, really spindly arms. So as we're filling in here, we're adding more detail. small spindly legs as well. Since he's just a black silhouette in most of the artworks I've seen, then it's kind of hard to add detail when there is none. So I just do it my way on this one. Just do whatever I feel looks nice and looks creepy. I think this arm here we have to extend a bit, like so. Like so. Then we fill in the window here just a little bit. Not sure if we add a cover for the window. Not quite sure about that. Let's see. I think we're gonna keep it open, just an open window. Nothing covering it. Here's the window frame. Like so. Maybe they're like striped walls. That's what they're going for. And we want the wall to be going down like so also. So it meets here. Goes down like this. Yeah, let's do some stripes. That's what this family is going with. Alright, those lines are quite wobbly, but it's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. The background doesn't have to be perfect because the focus is not gonna be on the background. Like so. So yeah, I don't want him to have like human features, so it doesn't have a breast, it's just kind of sagging. At least here, kind of. Maybe we give a little bit of a rib cage area, so it's just a distinction between this and the lower part. Like so. Yeah, that looks a bit cooler. So. Before I use the stone pen, let's just try and fix the values first, so we have the right darkness and the right light where we want it to be light, you know. So we don't have to go through that step several times. Here's the hand that we completely forgot. Whoops, let's fill that in. As you guys know, I jump around a lot when drawing, so okay. And if you think this looks rough now, it's totally fine. It's supposed to look rough. It's just part of the process. We're gonna fix this with the stone pen and make it really nice and smooth. Maybe that it's kind of stretched them out like so. See the eyes. It's kind of like the eyes are melting. I saw really nice fan art here. Guy drawing the eyes kind of melted away. Same here, like it's kind of burn victim melted away. kind of thing. And this is gonna cast a shadow on the torso, the arm, like so. He almost has the like figure of the Shy Guy, or like Slenderman almost, but not really spindly long arms, kinda Slenderman, kinda Shy Guy vibes going on here. Yeah, this area is really dark, like it looks like it doesn't even have a stomach, kinda. Like so. Horrible stuff. Like this. The shoulder here is gonna have a little highlight, so we leave that area for now. Same with the elbow, it's gonna have a little highlight, since the skin is way thinner there. And we're gonna give this little guy some cat claws, I think. Let's see. I wanna give him claws since he's a cat. You know, like so. So going through all this area here, just making it really smooth and nice. So we have a nice smooth base to work with here. Like so. Work on the ears a bit. Kinda looks like Batman. Here's the gum. Like so, slowly taking shape. Just trying to go over all the areas, smooth them out really nice, like so. Work a bit more on the ceiling area. It's still has some rough edges. Same here. And the lines don't have to be super crisp on the background. I just want there to look like there's something going on there, like some tapestry. Like so. And I think we're quite happy with the values here. We're not gonna work more on adding graphite lines. This area can be white, like since there's light coming through from the window, even though this is kind of set midnight, so kind of the moon is shining its light. Like so. Alright, what we're gonna do now is add highlights. And we're gonna start with the eyes. Give those some highlights here. And then the teeth. And if you have any ideas for what I draw next, please leave a comment below. I would love to draw you guys suggestions. We finished the Spirited Away series, which was really fun. Didn't get many views, not many likes, but I still enjoyed drawing those. Let's see, it's kind of covering this flesh going over the mouth like so. Same here, flesh going over. Something like this. Work a bit more on the fingers here. I accidentally erased some parts of the finger there. Rib cage. Like so. This area we're gonna keep in darkness. We're not gonna give that detail. I just want it to be kind of empty, dark space like so. Give the windows some highlights as well. Same here. And let's give the gum a bit of a loving touch here as well. So it looks kind of glossy, kind of nasty like so. The knuckles here. And there's not really much we can do with the silhouette of this character now, since I added the background. If we clean up the silhouette, we're also gonna remove the background. So in that sense, we save ourselves a lot of work. We don't have to work on the silhouette at all here. We just focus on the shapes inside here. Okay. Now we can start filling in some more detail here and there. Kind of like skin flaps going over the mouth. Work a bit more on the values here, like so. And when drawing teeth, you have to be really careful, because usually where the teeth meet, you can give some detail, and where the gum begins. Like, you don't want to push the line all the way up. It's a good tip I learned from a classmate way back when. Way back when in my school days. Alright. We're slowly getting there, just adding small details here and there where we want. And after we're done with this part, we start adding some line art here and there. We're kinda giving it that line art feel now by filling this in, but it's not quite line arty. All right. The shoulder going up here. And I've drawn this spindly type of characters quite a lot of times now, so I would say I'm getting pretty good at this. I'm quite terrified of what we're creating here. And I would say this is quite original design, like doesn't look like any of the other cartoon cats I've seen. Please tell me in the comments below what you think of this. You think it looks nice? You think it looks ridiculous? You think it looks scary, cool? Tell me. Like so. Like so, and we're gonna smoothen out these lines again when we are done with fixing some values and detail here. Yeah, and if you come this far into the video, please leave a like, consider subscribing, leaving a comment. We're a small channel, so every little bit helps. Every subscriber, every comment really That's a lot for the algorithm, but also for me. Like, if no one watches my videos, then what's the point of like creating these, you know? What's the point of filming them? Like so. And I think for this one we're gonna be sparse with line art. I think, you know, we are already starting to build up a pretty nice silhouette here, so we really don't have to add a lot of line art later on. Like so. As I said, the background is not gonna be the focus here. I just want there to be something more than flat white background, you know? So it's not gonna be anything advanced. We just maybe fix the highlights a bit so we have a clear distinction between that. So you see the highlight is kind of popping out now in the window. Fix the window frame here a bit. Let me check the reference here, 1 second. I want the wall here. I want that to be clear, like we fill that in. I want it to be clear where the wall begins and where the ceiling starts. Alright, let's fill in these lines a bit more. They're a bit too sloppy. Sloppy lines. I'm not a fan. And I'm filming, this is something new for this video, I'm filming horizontally while drawing vertically, and this, I think this looks quite good filming this way, because if I film vertically there's like gonna be big black parts next to the videos, so I think this looks better, but please tell me in the comments what you think. I think filming horizontally is gonna be the way to go. If we draw horizontally, if we draw vertically, whatever, we're gonna be filming it this way. All this extra space that I'm filming now, like, it kind of gives that feeling, kind of nice feeling of drawing. I don't know what I'm saying half the time, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is we're gonna keep filming it this way. Alright, go through with the stump pen once more. Looks like really starved. It's just skin and bone, kinda. Here's the knee. We fill that in. Like so. Fill in the spaces between the ribs. Like so. And we are not done yet. Maybe we're done in like 20-30 minutes. There's still some highlights and texture work we gotta do on this guy. Like this. So just going through all the areas again here with the stomp pen. And I mean, this isn't a must. Using the stomp pen is not a must when drawing, but it makes it, in my opinion, easier for the eye to look at. Let me take some water here, guys. So we are gonna be drawing Siren Head as well, but since I have my diagnosis with my voice, I can't record these videos as much as I'd like because I lose my voice. It's post-COVID symptoms, so but when I have voice, I try to record these. All right. The rib cage is gonna be really white, like so. We're just adding the highlights again, re-adding those. Fill in the highlights near the gum as well, like so. The eye is kinda going into the mouth, kinda melting away. Like so. Maybe the creature is catching some of the window light. Just a little bit on the face, maybe here as well. Not too much. It's the moonlight, so it's not gonna be super sharp. Like so. I think on this arm we kinda tone that down a bit. And now we work a bit more on the values, like where we don't want it to be white, kinda. We also have to add the shadow. In the beginning we talked about the creature casting a shadow on the wall behind it. So that's what we're adding now. And I'm pressing quite hard with my pen here to get nice lines, because the shadow has to stick out from all the rest, kinda, from all the rest of the shadows. I'm pressing quite hard here. The arm is casting a shadow here as well. Here it's gonna be quite dark. and here. Get him some water here for my throat, like so. All right, let's fill in this cast shadow here. And after this part, I think we are gonna start adding some line art here and there. Alright, and we start filling in the lines now. You know, we didn't quite get the burnt look right on the nose, but I think that looks quite creepy as well, what we have going on here, kinda bulging and fleshy. Like so. Fill in the lip a little bit here. Fill in these fleshy parts overlapping the mouth. Alright, we have a quite nice hand going there. Try and do that with the other side as well. Drawing hands. This is not my favorite thing. Same with feet. I think all artists can agree on that drawing hands and feet is not the best. Although these are monster hands, so it's a different ball game. Can't really complain with monster hands. You can have a lot of freedom with monster hands. You can do whatever you want. Kind of add an extra finger, make it crooked, whatever. But when it comes to a humanly, anatomically correct hand, then that's a different ball game as well. And this is a nice change, like from my other series, like making my interpretations of another artist's art, kinda. There's another really cool artist that I'm really a big fan of, and he is called Simon Stalenhag. He creates this idyllic Swedish places, really super detailed, super atmospheric paintings. They're digital, and then he fills them with like these huge menacing robots or machines, and stuff like that, really contrasting with the beautiful idyllic environment. That would be a cool idea also for me to interpret his art. Fill in the wall here maybe a little bit. It's kind of diffuse now that we did the cast shadow on the cat. Speaking of cats, my little cat is sitting right outside my door, waiting for me to be done drawing. She's a really cuddly, really attached little kitten, 4-month-old kitten. If she ever transformed into this kind of creature, then I would still love her. As long as she doesn't eat me, you know. Give this stomach some texture. That's what we're gonna be doing now. Giving texture to this horrible creature. So we start with the black lines. We add some pores maybe here and there. Some scars. Maybe he has cuts on his arm for some reason, I don't know. As we add this detail, we can also focus the highlights by adding shadows around them. making them really crisp and nice. Same with the kneecap here. Like if you go by that, like where the skin is the most thin, you can imagine there's gonna be some highlight there. And as we add detail, we can also add some values here and there. And like we should do contests, like every time I say value, I should take a sip of something. Kinda looks like he has eyebrows almost. So I'm trying to remove that. He's kinda looking like he's smirking, like hey. But that kinda adds to the creepy factor, I think. It's eerie looking. And you know, I like these type of characters where there's not a lot of detail, there's a lot of room for interpretation. There's a lot of room to add detail where there is none, you know. Add some of those lines back into the tapestry. And this line doesn't really make sense. Let's remove that. Add a line here. Add more pores here and there. And this drawing is gonna take over an hour, but it's fine. It is fine. It's gonna have to. Can take all the time it wants. I'm not gonna stop until I'm happy, satisfied with what we got. You know, I don't want to do any after editing on my drawings, like oh, I should have added that, and then I have to re-record and stuff like that. So I don't do that stuff. I do everything in one take. Makes my life much easier. That's why I gotta make sure that every time I start recording, that my phone has enough space, enough battery, stuff like that, you know. You gotta be prepared. Preparation is key, in my opinion. Yeah, this leg here is a bit too white, so we tone that down, like so. Yeah, you don't want white where it doesn't make sense, where white should be so white, you know. Unless it's part of the character design, then like unnatural whites and blacks shouldn't be there. So if you guys come this far into the video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And tell me what you think about this drawing. I don't know all of Trevor Henderson's artwork. I know Cool Cat, I know Siren Head. That's basically it. I didn't do a lot of research before drawing this. So if you have any ideas for me drawing, please leave them in the comment below. Yeah, imagine facing this creature in the middle of the night and you see this. Yikes. I would poop my pants. And then get eaten up, probably. Maybe my cat would protect me. Like, leave here, you hellish beast. Yeah, we are coming to the end of this lovely drawing. It's been really nice drawing to create. And thank you, neighbor, for not drilling. Or not neighbor, they're doing some reconstruction on my apartment building. So I have to make sure that I don't record when they're drilling. That would be bad. That would be really bad. So focus up this knee here as well. Absolutely lovely. So really skinny thighs. Like, I've seen photos of like starved people, and it's not a pretty sight. Usually you can see it on their thighs. Like, it's really horrible. Don't really want to go into that, but yeah. I have some references in my head from school days, like when we were like watching. We had history class and we were like watching World War II stuff, like in the concentration camps and stuff like that. And they showed some pretty gruesome photos in school. That's kind of still imprinted into my head, and I kind of go back to those when I want to draw these spindly, horrible creatures. Kind of morbid fact for you guys. Very morbid. And I think this is a nice format to not just draw not just comment and draw while I do the SCPs. I can also use this on other drawings, like these type of series. And for you guys worried about my voice, I know how to handle it. Like, I have things I can use, massage my neck and stuff like that to get my voice back, so you guys don't have to worry about that. I don't want to make anyone worried. I know someone back in the day said, "Oh, you shouldn't be recording if you lose your voice." Like, so I just want to clarify that for you guys. Okay, switch pens here. I want to fill in the arm a little bit to separate that from the torso. So So we are coming up to the end of this video. We are just filling in the lines here, trying to make it easy for the eye to read all the shapes are. Kinda the rib cage is one, the stomach is one, the legs is one. So just all these big shapes I'm filling in with line art. I mean, the fingers are pretty good. I just give them a little bit more love here. Like so. Let's see, this, I want it to be looking really skinny. You can add a thicker line here to make it, give it that impression kinda. And same here, it's kinda sunken in like so. Clean up the drawing from messy eraser stuff. And I said we would add claws, but I think it looks creepier this way. You see, from the fan art I've seen, it's kind of like it could kind of fit into the Bendy universe, you know. Is this the guy who makes Bendy? No. Is it? He's kind of that style, you know. I have to Google that later. Is this the guy who makes Bendy and Ink Machine? We added some lines here to the window, so of course we're gonna use the stump here. Clean up, smoothen out, all that good stuff. And as you can see, the lines on the characters much more clear than the background, which is the whole point. If I were to add lines to the window as well, it would take away from the creepiness of the main character, because now your eyes are going towards the cat. And this sure is a cartoon cat. Why did I say that like a cowboy? Cartoon. Swedish accent really acts up sometimes. Sometimes I'm Canadian, sometimes Finnish. A whole dictionary inside of me. Alright, we've added all the black lines for detail. Now we can add some of the white ones as well. So if you add here's a pro tip, if you add like a highlight next to like a black dot, you make it look like it's kind of protruding, 3-dimensional kind of. Almost like a zit or something. A bump in the skin or something like so. That's a pro tip from me to you. Something I do a lot in my traditional art drawings. Fix the highlight in the window, so. And the highlight is gonna be catching here as well. You can see it's very light values. That's exactly what we want, like so. What can we do with eye? I don't think there's much more we can do with eye really. Clean up a little bit near the iris, like so. Maybe give the lip a bit more of a highlight, like so. I don't want the lip to look split though, so we remove that and add this. So. Yeah, and I hope you guys like my most recent video, the slime recipe. It's a cute recipe. I tried to make it cute. I don't know if I succeeded or not, but some of you guys said I did. So thank you for the nice comments on that one. Give this some texture as well. Let's give the gum a bit more love here. In between the teeth we give a little shadow. Not too much. See, I barely worked on the teeth at all. Since they're gonna be white, there's really not much else you have to do than add a few erase lines here in the middle, near the opening of the mouth. It's natural for it to be hit by light and catch a lot of light, like so. Let's see, I want to fill in the stomach area. The textures are a bit too loose for my taste. Let's fill that in a bit. And boy, my cat is really doing well today. She's not meowing, she's not scratching the door. She's such a good girl today. Absolutely lovely little cat. She's gonna get so many kisses from me later. And that little cat loves kisses. Like, she's such a talkative little cat. She loves running after me and just meowing. In the beginning I was like, are you hungry? Is that why you're meowing? So I gave her food. She still kept meowing. Okay, you want new water? No? Okay. You want me to carry you? And then she shut up. Yeah, super cute. I'm really happy with this one. This is a really creepy drawing, I have to say myself. It's got a nice atmosphere in this drawing. I'm thinking what we name this video, maybe like Cool Cat Trevor Henderson fan art for the video description. I'm thinking, I don't know. Sometimes the hardest part is coming up with the names for the YouTube video. Alright, guys and girls, I think we are coming up to the end of this video, about an hour or more drawing this cool cat. and Trialos Games requested this one. So thank you very much for requesting this. I have a long list of characters you guys have requested, so I'm just going through them all. And it's kind of sad that some people, they request on my video and then they don't say anything, or they leave my channel. But that's okay, like I'm still gonna be drawing these. It's just sad that some people who request might not see what I'm drawing for them, kinda, you know? So I think we are quite happy with this. So guys and girls, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, take care.